File Test 10. Listening 2.
Hello everyone, I'm Chris. Before we start, I'd just like to make it clear. This isn't a comedy show. Yes, I am a comedian, but I'm not here to tell jokes tonight. I'm here to give you, the audience, some hints and tips on how you could take that first step into comedy too. So, to be honest, before I became a comedian, I never really saw myself as particularly amusing. I still don't, actually. But I've always loved talking and being with other people, and I guess along the way I must have cracked a few jokes because I somehow earned myself the funny label. Then one evening, not long after I graduated from university, I was in a bar with some friends, and it turned out this bar was hosting a comedy open mic night. You know, when anyone can go up on stage for a few minutes and tell a funny story or try out some comedy in front of an audience. Well, a few people had taken turns to perform, and I was quite enjoying the entertainment of it all. And then my friends started encouraging me to go up on stage and tell some jokes. Well, I was pretty surprised, to say the least, but I thought, why not? I walked up onto the stage and told what I considered at the time to be my best joke. I only really expected to amuse my friends, but to my utter disbelief, the rest of the audience started laughing. Afterwards, the host came up on stage and said, "That was your first time? You could make a living doing this." He invited me back to do a longer comedy performance, and for some crazy reason I said yes. I have to admit, the next time I was really, really nervous. I mean, I've never particularly had a fear of public speaking, but comedy's different. At least if you're giving a speech, you can prepare and rehearse thoroughly so you don't forget what you're saying. But with comedy, there's that added uncertainty. You might know your material well, but will the audience actually find it funny? Well, I survived the show, and now, as you know, I'm a stand-up comedian. Anyway, here are a few tips to get you started if you're considering a career in stand-up. First, go to open mics and live shows. At live comedy, you'll see people going up on stage one after the other. Sometimes it goes well, and sometimes it doesn't. The important thing is to witness the failures and successes of others and think to yourself, I can do that too, even if it means making a few mistakes along the way. Second, prepare your jokes. Test your material on your closest friends and ask them to be honest if they don't find it funny. If they care about you, they won't want you to fail in front of an audience. Also, you don't know for sure how you'll react speaking in front of a room full of strangers. To avoid freezing up, it's best to have material ready. There's no shame in taking a notebook with you. Most importantly, it's okay to feel afraid. I know several comedians who still have a phobia of public speaking. They tell me that the fear is worse when they're waiting to go on stage. It tends to go away once they're in front of the audience. Of course, at the end of the day, none of the tips or tricks I tell you will guarantee 100% success. What's most important is to give it a try, and if it doesn't work out the first time, try again, over and over again until it does. You see, the more you do...